So let's see. Here we go. And there, a lot of these have been like, real time mono scenes. But if you want to, however you want to play it, I'm down with it. I've done some that have been like jumping around to characters. I've done a couple that are, yeah, like multiple scenes. But whatever you want to do, it's just about 10 minutes of fun.
Okay. Cool, cool.
What part of New York are you in?
Right now I am not in New York. I'm actually in Florida, but I'm from Harlem.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh. And when are you? How long you been in Florida now?
well, on and off, I've been here because I've been going back and forth, to save on rent costs.
Yeah, yeah,
So expensive in New York.
yeah. That makes sense. Let's see. We are now live, and we have 84 suggestions. So pick a number 1 to 84.
84.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go by the percentage on my battery. 68.
Oh, I love that. That's a great way to choose. 68. All right, here we go. 84. 84, 3, 2, 1, 80, 79, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 70, 69, 68. All right. This is, this comes from Siddharth, and the suggestion is asymmetric. Asymmetric.
Got it.
Thank you.
They told me that this is good for the stress. Like you do a lot of stretching and you it's like really good. Like I don't know. This is my first time with the yoga. Is the you do yoga a lot?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here once a day minimum, sometimes twice a day, and it's true. It's very good. The big thing I've learned is pace yourself. If you feel like a twinge or anything, just go real easy. But yeah, it helps me kind of stay centered. So I come in here before work, and then every 3 or 4 days I come during my lunch break too. But I find that it really just helps me relax.
See, that's what I like. They tell me. I say I need to calm down because my my stress level is like woo, it different level and it never the same. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? They say yoga. I hear yoga, but I never do it. It look boring, but
Can I ask you something?
go ahead.
Do you ever feel like your brain doesn't turn off?
I see. Yes, all the time. My mind is like 100 mile a minute. I can't stop. I think about everything. I think about the 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 what is happening on the sidewalk. I don't know why. Like, oh my goodness, there is an ant. The little things, like little, I don't know why. Does that happen to you? You think about things that you shouldn't be thinking about.
Yeah. And that's why I come here is because it helps me turn that part of my brain off at least for 45 minutes a day. I get a little bit of a relief from that, but it's really helped me in life to kind of turn that chatter, like you say, that going a thousand miles a minute. It really has helped me turn it off. So it might be of help too.
Oh yes, but the thing is that like with the yoga, it's a lot of quiet, and quiet is not my friend. You know,
Mm.
like when it's too quiet, then that's when the thoughts come. Like I start thinking here and there, and I like, what happened? What am I doing? My rice is burning, but I don't pay attention because I'm thinking about something else, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do to combat that? Huh?
Well, I kind of look at it and I say the thoughts are gonna be there. Uh, if I do this and I just focus on the moment, and then I come back the next day and I do it, pretty soon it becomes a habit that quiets that voice in your head down. It worked for me. It might not work for you because you have to sit there in the silence, and for a lot of people that can be very scary.
I know. See, listen, I I think about a lot of things because I got a lot going on in my life. My daughter, she's pregnant.
Congratulations.
She has no husband. Why? Well, you say congratulations. I say, oh no. That is my main thing. Like, she's pregnant and she don't know who the father is.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. But listen, don't tell nobody because this is just between me and you, okay? So just make sure you don't tell nobody, okay? I shouldn't even have told you. I don't know why. I don't
Well,
even know what is your name. What is your name?
my name's Kyle Ackerman.
Kyle.
Ackerman.
Kyle Ackerman.
Yeah.
Kyle Ackerman. I am Maria Lopez, okay?
Oh,
All
hi,
right?
Maria Lopez.
Can, can we check it? Check the hand?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Uh,
Oh, you've got a firm grip.
oh, yes. My mother always told me to listen. Whenever you meet somebody, you make sure you almost break their hand because they know your strength.
Yeah, it really means business. I'm trying to teach my son
Yeah.
that. I've got a 7-year-old son. I'm trying to teach him strong handshake, look people in the eyes.
Oh, yes. And they just look, just
Yeah.
stare. You
I
let
mean,
them know.
yeah. It's I mean, I think it's natural that you would worry about your daughter.
Of course, that is the main reason I come to this yoga class. I mean, it's not just because of my mind, it's because I am so stressed, you know, because she she got no idea who is the father. She told me she got 3 possibilities. And I said, I know. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. You know, I get you the diapers, but I can't. It's not my problem. You know, I raised her and she gotta go. But I got the feeling she's gonna come back. You know?
Well, isn't that what they say? If you love something, set it free.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's what it applied to this situation. You know, at least I don't want it to.
Well, can I ask you another question?
Of course, we are having a conversation.
Maria Lopez, I like you. First off,
I like you too.
uh, have you? I mean, what does her dad think about this?
What is who?
What does her father think about this?
Oh, you talking about my son of a bitch ex-husband? I don't care what he think. He is not in the picture.
So, did you raise her yourself? I take it.
Oh no, we raised him together.
Okay.
We raised together. But we just get divorced last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I am not.
Then I'm happy to hear it for you.
Yes.
My,
Oy.
I was raised by a single mother.
Oh, you was?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, she was the mother and the father, and I mean, I don't know if you're worried that your daughter's not going to be able to raise the child on her own, or what it is, but I mean, if she comes from your stock, I'm sure she's going to be just fine.
I see. That's what I wanna believe, right? You
Yeah,
always wanted the best, right?
yeah.
But ah, I don't know. Maybe it's because when I was younger, I was a little bit of, I was out there. I was a little bit of a wild child, you know?
I could see that.
Well, what you mean by that?
I mean, I see in you that you're full of life and you've got excitement, and you've got a passion about you.
Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to say you can see that I was a hoe in my past days.
No, no,
But
God,
okay.
no, 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 Maria Lopez. No, no, no. I don't mean that. I mean, I could just see it inside of you. You've got passion, and sometimes that probably is. I'm assuming that people misinterpret that passion in you.
Oh, Jace, all the time at
Yeah,
the supermarket, uh, in the bank,
yeah.
at work, everybody.
I bet I know what you're most passionate about. Can I guess?
I would like to hear. What do you think?
I think you're most passionate about your daughter.
I see.
Yeah.
That is why it's troubling me so much. Because I just want the best for her, you know? I
Well,
don't want her to struggle, you
yeah,
know?
and I think you've given her that foundation. I mean, a lot of people have parents who don't give them anything, even though it seems to be in a happy home. So I think giving your child love and support, and that's what they can do. And now you just hope that they make the right decisions. But I can tell from you, you've probably given her a
Okay.
great foundation.
Oh, really? You think that?
Yes.
You really?
Yeah. Do
So
you know what?
you think I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, no, no. You
You're
go.
gonna say more good things about me? If
Yeah.
you're gonna say more good things, then go ahead.
Well, I'm a psychotherapist and I read people for a living. So I think I'm a pretty good judge of character.
You're psycho. You're,
Psychotherapist. Not a,
oh, I thought you said you like crazy therapist.
no, no. I'm a therapist, and so my job is to read people, and I get really good feelings from you.
Oh, that's good. And that
Yeah.
is wait, hold your when you say good feeling, you talking about we just talking, right? Like no, you're trying to get into my panties, right?
Well, no, I wasn't thinking anything of that. I have a wonderful partner at home, and he's the love of my life. So yeah, I hope I'm not giving out that vibe because it's not about that.
Oh wait, you are a gay man?
Yeah.
Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, then we can talk. I sometimes I be talking to the man and I get the feeling that he is trying to get into my panties. But if you're a gay man, I know you don't want my panties. You don't want nothing.
No, why don't you, Maria Lopez? You hold on to your panties. I'll hold on to my panties.
Oh, you want panties too?
Hey, I'm here. Like I said, I'm here every day, and sometimes I come during my lunch break as well. So if you get a little nervous or a little scared, and you're not sure what to do, like I'll be here, so you can always come by and put your mat next to mine, and feel like you've got a
Oh,
friend.
oh my goodness. You know, I do feel like we got a connection. Like I feel like I can talk to you because I'm telling you things that normally I wouldn't tell nobody else. You know, like about my daughter. But I feel like I don't know. It's your face. You got a kind face. Kind
Oh,
face.
oh. And I know you're saying that because you're not trying to get into my panties.
Oh no. Oh no no no. I mean, I gotta admit, at first I mean, you have a kind face, but you got a handsome face. So you know, I gotta be honest. If you was trying to get into my panties, I don't know. I might have said yes.
Oh, you're so cute. Look at you.
Thank you. What? But you are a gay man. You don't want the panties unless. Oh no. Fine.
Scene! Scene! Yeah. Oh, yes. That was so fun.
It was. Um,
I love your character choices and you're just like jumping. It's so interesting to me. Like you are a performer that can just jump right into characters without
mhm.
anything. Like have you always been that way as an improviser?
Well, yeah. I mean, all my life, I'm a latchkey kid, so I've had a lot of time to perfect my character.
Me too. I was a latchkey kid, and you go home and you're like, okay, well, and we didn't back when I was growing up. It was not like you had the internet. We had four TV channels, and then that was it.
Me too. I didn't have internet either. This was before cable really came into play too. Uh,
I
yeah,
remember I remember cable coming in, and I remember video stores when a video store first appeared, and then you would go down, you're like,
right.
they've got, and I remember it was VHS or beta. There were two formats you could choose, and you would just rent the
Yes,
same movie a bunch, right? You would just rent the same movie each time.
yes. And then, but the thing is that they would get warned. That's the downfall of the tapes. You could tell when my brain a certain part and watched it over. It would go.
Yeah. It would start going
Oh
like
yeah, I remember
this.
those days.
How?
Right. You're like, and it's
Right.
always the sex scenes, right?
Always, always rewind it. Rewind that one back. Let's keep watching that one again. It was always those moments.
Right.
Um, how
Right.
did
That's why
you?
when DVD came in, it was.
Oh yeah. And do you remember? Do you remember when like CDs came about and people said you could take a key and scratch it and it'll still play?
I don't remember saying that because that would terrible. That would be terrible to a CD.
Oh, it was all. I remember early on. It's like this is indestructible, and then you did it once, and you're like, no, this is where the information is stored.
Yeah, I remember that.
How did you get into improv?
It's funny because I had for the longest time I wanted to like go to like a improv theater. Like I was interested in it for the longest, but you know, funds were low. And a friend of mine, Christopher Delatorre, who's a stand-up comic, he had heard about a free jam at the People's Improv Theater in New York,
Yep.
and he was like, "You should come with me." So I came with him, and that one time, I was hooked. I was going every week, and then they opened up another jam on another day, and the host noticed I was there a lot, and sometimes he would need help, and I ended up becoming his co-host. And long story short, I ended up hosting a jam at the Pit for about 8 years, three different
No.
jams. Yeah. So I've been
Well,
doing improv about 9.5 years. Mhm.
what's funny is like that is an eternity to host a jam, to host it for that long.
It is, yeah. It was, and it was a jam geared towards newcomers and students, where like it was a late night jam where um, teachers were encouraged to come after class with their students. And I don't know if he's probably not watching, but Steve Soroka, he was my level one teacher at the Pit, and he used to bring his students, and he used to jump on stage with them, and it was very inspiring, and it inspired me to do the same when I hosted jams, because sometimes beginners, they'll go up there and they just need that extra little push. So jumping on as a character or doing a walk on and offering that little bit of information and be like, hey, and then the kitchen is on fire, I gotta go, them to do what they have to do. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting what you just revealed about yourself as an improviser too, and the fact of I'm gonna walk on, I'm gonna give a little bit, but then I'm gonna leave to let you continue what's happening.
Right. Well, it's interesting because most improvisers don't realize that's the purpose of a walk on. Some improvisers will do a walk on and will stay there, and then it becomes a whole nother scene. And it's not the purpose of a walk on is to walk on and walk off,
Right?
provide information and leave. Yeah.
It's so funny you say that. It's like we improvisers forget to walk off, right? It's like, come
Right.
on, do your thing, but then don't change what's happening, add to what's happening, and then leave. Get out.
Right. But then, since it's improv, you kind of have to go with it.
Yeah.
But it's like a bummer because it's like, man, we established so much in that other scene and now it's like gone. But we started a new scene. Hopefully this one will be better.
Well, yeah, and that's, if we're focused on, I feel like if you're focused on what's going on the stage, what am I going to do to add to that? Then it becomes a lot easier than like, oh, okay, cool. Now we're this other thing, which is fine to do, but we've lost the thing that was the inspiration. So like, focus on
Right.
what's needed to see how you can build that, rather than here's another new idea, which is good too. But like, it's working for me. It's harder to do that. It's more work.
It is, yeah, because you're starting from scratch essentially.
Yeah.
You're using one little idea from the previous scene, and now you're building a whole new tree. And it's like that other tree is still sapling. What happened?
That one tree was great. Let's just keep
Yeah,
climbing that tree.
no,
Um,
that new tree.
yeah. What let's say you run into a newcomer.
Hmm.
What advice, what would be some piece of advice you would give them, or some advice you heard yourself that, especially for somebody who's like either starting to get into it or like, new onto the scene, what's a piece of advice you would give them?
Um, don't try to be funny
Mm,
because I come across and I hate to sound like I'm being mean towards stand-ups, but on my jams, I would get a lot of stand-up comedians that are like, I kill on stage, I'm hilarious. And then they go into a scene and they just do a lot of one-liners and,
yeah.
and you don't know what the scene is about. So at first, be grounded, play the scene,
Mm,
just don't try to be funny because the funny will come from the recognition. Because how many times where you're watching a movie or something and,
yeah.
and, and somebody makes a reference and it might not be hilarious, but you'll be like, okay,
Yes.
I get that, right? It's all about in the callback and the remembering,
Yeah.
you know. Hmm.
And that's so key because it is that connection with the audience, right? Where they go, I know that situation. I am in that situation. That is what resonates the loudest with people
Right,
watching.
exactly. And especially when if you're doing scene work and you establish that there's a table somewhere.
Oh,
You ever done that? You establish that there's a table, and then you're walking, and then you're like, "Oh, that will always, always get a laugh,
yeah.
no matter what."
Because the audience, I think we have to play the scenes watching it the same way the audience does, because they watch everything and they see that table and they go, well, that's an important part of this piece, that table. But
Right.
when we are able to see it and walk around it,
Mhm.
especially later on in the scene where they're like, they saw the table too. It just is, again, it makes it easier. And at this point, I just want things to be easy.
Right. And like I said, that's not even funny. That's
Yeah.
not even funny, but they'll laugh because of that recognition and connection. Because people forget that you're playing for the audience. You're not
Yeah.
playing for you. You know,
I mean,
it's something lost.
well, I think it's huge. Like we forget, and sometimes people are like, screw the audience and this and that. And it's like, cool, then don't invite an audience. Go do it in a
Right.
basement. Go do it for yourself. The audience is
Right.
there on your side, so don't forget. Like we've made an agreement with them. You give us a suggestion, and we'll take it from there. So we have to keep that in mind. It's like we're doing this for an audience. That's the whole point.
Yes, exactly. And that's my biggest pet peeve when people forget that you're if you're going up there just trying to be funny, the audience sees that and they're like, and they know they're like, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? Why
Yes.
are you in that scene?
They do, right? They're like, wait, why are you destroying that thing? Do the thing you were doing together. Keep doing that. We like that a lot more.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are you doing any teaching online now, or any, in fact, like, are you doing any virtual performing or teaching at the moment?
Yes. Because of this pandemic, which is it's terrible, but it's also really good for improv.
Yeah.
I feel,
Yes.
because I'm performing with people like you that I would never normally perform with. I'm actually part of a festival that's this month, the Extreme Improv Festival. They're based out of the UK,
Yeah.
and they do short form games, and there's a tournament involved with it. And I've been playing with them for the past month or so. So I'm in the tournament, and I'm also performing with my two-prov partner, Ashley Edwards, and we're performing for that festival. I guess whenever you post this link, I can put a link in the comments to that festival.
Yeah. And
And
where
I'll be
can?
teaching. I'll also be.
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. This lag time is crazy. I'll also be teaching a workshop on characters in that festival as well.
So, what's the best way for people to get a hold of you to follow what you're doing, whether it's like social media or on the internet? Like, what's the best way outside of this? Like, where can we direct them?
Okay, so if they can see clearly my name, I have my tag, my handle. I'm Elke TeeVee on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. For the youngins.
Yes. Well, what a pleasure. I had such a blast with you. You're so easy and fun to play with, and I cannot wait until we play again, whether it's virtual or in person. Elke, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
All right, have a great day. We'll see you soon.
You too. Bye-bye.